Alright everybody, I'm back. And I'm glad y'all back with me as well too. I got the Ryzen 7 5700G APU build list. Yes I do. And you cannot go wrong with this here. Now this is one of the most beast APUs right here because it's 8 cores, 16 threads. And if you pair it with the right RAM, 4,000 megahertz to 44 megahertz, or if you want to use 36, 66 megahertz, you could do so. I'll be putting hardware UnBoxed video link so y'all can watch that as well as Bitwit video link in the description below, so y'all can go ahead and watch those as well too, and y'all can understand the process of what they did to go ahead and get the best good performance with the RAM they added to it to go ahead and boost the APU to go ahead and so y'all get that good performance. Frame rate was pretty decent, but I'll be putting those video links in my description below so y'all can go ahead on and watch the videos. Y'all can understand these APUs. They are my colleagues. I love watching their videos. I subscribe to their channel. They show me a whole lot more about doing my channel, understanding the parts and everything. So I give big props up to them. So let's go ahead and get into this build list here. Alrighty, now this is a mini ITX build, so just keep that in mind. I love the parts I chose. I hope y'all love them too. If y'all love me, I can go ahead and buy them. I'll be putting all this parts in the link in the description below, so you can go ahead and click on them and buy them yourselves, and just go ahead on and game on, game hard, build your first PC, build it right, build with confidence, and y'all could be happy. Alrighty, this is starting it off with the EVGA 220 G3 SPX modular PSU for $109.99. I am with the Xiaomi M2 mini silver ITX aluminum case, round edge, cool airflow, acrylic side panel. So if the acrylic side panel don't bother y'all, then this would be a great case to use. I love Xiaomi. I used their products recently. I used the T6 in the old friend build, and I'm doing using the T7 into a regular basic internet browsing CPU PC. If you want to go ahead on and use that for your needs. Okay, moving right along is the Ryzen Digital 1TB Blue SN550 NVM M.2 SSD, coming in at $99.99. I'm using the G-Skill Trident Z RGB series, 32 GB to 16 GB of RAM per sticks, 4,000 megahertz speed, coming in at $189.99. I am using the Fantex Slim Low Profile Heatsink, one coming in at $39.99. I am using the MSI MPG B550i Gaming Edge Wi-Fi gaming motherboard, coming in at $149.99. And the big beast monster right here is the Ryzen 7 5700G 8 core 16 thread with Radeon graphics, coming in at $369.99. The total of this build list is $1,079.93. Now, if you buy all these parts and then you go out and you buy your RX 6600 XT or whatever discrete graphic card that Microsoft have on the shelf, then you're good to go. But if they don't have a discrete card and you can't get your hands on one, then this would be a great option for you to play your games at their best. Now keep in mind that the Ryzen 7 5700G 8 core 60 thread processor APU comes with a rate cooler. So if you do not want to buy the Fantex Slim Low Profile Heatsink cooler, you can go ahead and use that as well too. So just go ahead and keep that in mind. Just giving you better options for your build. I love this build here. I'm thinking about buying these parts myself later on down the line. I can use this as my entertainment rig connected to my 4K TV, and I could go ahead on and watch my Hulu and Netflix my Sling TV. And if I want to do a little gaming off of it, I could do that as well too. The reason why I love the APUs because the games I play don't require me to use a discrete high-end graphic card. So, but enough as said, you can go ahead on and do whatever you can with these APUs. You can go ahead on and be a content creator. You could go ahead on and do so much with it. If you just want this just to be just your entertainment base, you can go ahead and just like I said, watch your Hulu, Netflix, etc. in your 4K. Everything is running good and strong, so you cannot go wrong with that. Now keep in mind that I am pairing it with 4,000 megahertz of RAM. You could go 44, or you could come down to 36, 66 megahertz. Just like I said in my previous other video of the Ryzen 5 5600G, Hardware UnBoxed and Bitwit had did a good gaming using the high-end RAM, and they got great performance using the APU. And so keep that in mind. With these APUs, you could go ahead on and unlock them, and you could go ahead on and clock them. So that's a good thing to go ahead and get a more boost performance from your RAM as well as the APU. So enough said. I love these APUs. I glad Ryzen 7 and the Ryzen 5 5600G and the 5700G came out. I want to go ahead and give a big thanks to AMD for coming out with more options, because everybody want their graphic cards. The 6000 series, they're none on the shelves. So if the 6600 XT goes out quickly, this is your good option. These, now keep in mind, the Ryzen 5 5600G and the Ryzen 7 5700G are still on store shelf. So you can go ahead and pick you up one. But keep in mind, if you use the ASRock motherboard, you got to be on a discrete CPU to go ahead on and upgrade your BIOS. With MSI, ASUS, and Gigabyte, you could go ahead on and download the BIOS update on the flash stick, stick it into the back that says BIOS flash update, and then you can go ahead and power all of that up without the CPU and RAM added. So that's a good option. So just keep in mind with the MSI, ASUS, and Gigabyte, you can go ahead on and update the BIOS through the flash BIOS update. Gigabyte has their Q flash. You can go ahead and use that as well as updating your BIOS for the motherboard to run the new Ryzen APUs. I want to thank y'all for watching this great video. I am so excited that AMD came out with two good products in August. This August month is AMD month. I give them hands on to that. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more great videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.